You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
June 19th, 2015. It's another episode of the Impact Implosion. As always, I am Seth Freakin, and on the other end is Mike Polin.
Yes, indeed, folks.
And alas, we have come back to TNA. I took a week off.
We don't have to talk Destination X. I just want to mention it quickly. It was a dead show. I like the Angle Spud match. I didn't get to see the main event, and I hate the fact that Grato's an X Division guy. He just doesn't fit.
Apparently, the X Division was made to look stupid here.
No, really? You don't say.
Yeah, really. And the women's match, it never happened. Thankfully.
Yes, because I don't know if I would be able to put the visual out of my mind of Kong in frickin' lingerie.
Why the fudge would you even try to suggest that? God. So, anyways, let's get to some news because
there's lots of it.
Yep.
Kurt Angle and EC3, as we'll talk about later, is not going to be on Slammiversary.
Nope, July 1st.
And after the promo on Impact, I'm pissed about that, but we'll talk about that in a little bit, though.
We'll also have to talk. TNA is trying again to bring in Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yes, because why not bring more people in?
Because they think they can make him. They're trying to say they can get him movie or TV deals.
No,
WWE couldn't even do that. TNA is
coming back.
Oh yeah, King of the Mountain's back.
Yay, one of the most convoluted matches in the history of convoluted matches.
Yep, and Jeff Jarrett won't be involved.
Neither will Raven, which was the only good King of the Mountain match.
Well, TNA's off the air in Australia.
Yes, I read about this earlier today, like a couple hours ago.
Yep.
Their last Impact in Australia will be the one coming up this week, and their last pay-per-view in Australia will be Slammiversary.
Yep. So,
Gunner is gone.
Gunner is gone. Yes. Thank God. Because,
he's been on TV in the last month and a half.
He was just he never could be any. They always tried to push him as something more than he was.
I mean, he's an intimidating-looking guy, but he's nothing special.
Nothing. He's nothing special. He is just a B. He is a C player, if you will.
Not even a B+ player.
That's what I said.
Wait a minute.
That's why I said a C player. He is a mid-carder. They should have never tried to push him any higher.
I mean, he had some good match. He had that one good I Quit match with Storm.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's a good mid-carder.
He's not a good championship guy, though. He's not the guy that's going to sell pay-per-views.
No, he's not the number one, which they were trying to push him to be the number one guy, and
nope,
he never was. He couldn't cut it in the ring, couldn't cut it on the promos. Did you see the new X Division title?
No, I didn't.
It's green.
I want to bitch about Grado in the X Division for no real reason. This is the worst thing ever. The guy is British Colt Cabana, and Cabana's a better worker.
I saw the tapings. That was one of the few reasons I said I was not doing Destination X, because this was taped on the Destination X tapings. I saw that. I was like,
King and freaking somebody else.
I was like, oh shit. I was like, well,
Rado is terrible and does not deserve a roster spot in TNA.
No, he doesn't.
Unless you're only using him for the UK shows once a year.
Yes, Rebel is gone too, by the way, because Christy Hemme left, so Rebel's gone.
And I cry a single tear. And I guess we get into Impact now, where we have the contract signing.
Yep. We got a contract signing with Mike today.
Not even going to be on the freaking page.
Actually, no. We actually got TNA show having a 20-second tribute to Dusty Rhodes.
Your American Dream, baby.
Which I missed, but I found on YouTube, and yep, it's 20 seconds.
WWE's tribute was better.
Oh, well, it was 3 minutes. Come on.
Yeah.
Jesus, it was a whole song. So,
they probably picked a better song for it, but you know.
Well, TNA didn't even pick a song.
No, I mean WWE.
Oh yeah, WWE could have picked a better song. TNA didn't pick one.
Just generic.
They just showed some TNA footage
from Destination X.
Yep. So, anyways, Carter and Tyrus are here. Kurt Angle comes down. And crowd really hates EC3.
He cuts a promo that would have sold this match for a pay-per-view if it was going to be on a freaking pay-per-view.
Yeah, Carter says that Angle's beaten everyone, from legends to immortals to cerebral assassins to dead men to rattlesnakes, the great ones. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, so many WWE mentions, and dear God, somebody shoot me. But they all have one thing in common, that they had been beaten. He hasn't. Wait, you know what? This would be the first time Kurt Angle's fought an unbeaten person, except in his second match in TNA when he beat Samoa Joe.
He mentioned Joe in the promo.
But yeah, Samoa Joe hadn't been beaten when he beat him.
And about as long as EC3 hasn't been beaten.
Yeah. So, yeah, might want to forget that one.
You might want to do some more research, Ethan.
No, I'm sure that line was fed to him by TNA.
Then their research department has bad memories.
But Angle admits that's true, but when he faces Carter, he'll fall like everyone else, and it'll haunt Carter forever.
I certainly hope not. Because that would be a mistake.
Well, if it haunts Carter forever, it didn't haunt Brock Lesnar forever.
Wait, so if it haunts Carter forever, will we have one of those segments where he looks in the mirror and when he sees around and sees Angle?
In the mirror, Kurt Angle's, oh my God, Angle's in the mirror!
Or like he starts bleeding like Randy Orton did during that feud taker.
Yes. So they both signed the contract. We are also told that they both their agreement, they will have a pick your poison stipulation where both men will pick each other's opponent over the next 2 weeks. And Angle says, you're facing Lashley tonight.
Yep. Next.
So then we get a video recap for the Wolves Dirty Heels feud. I said Dusty Heels. Dirty Heels. I'm getting Dusty Rhodes in the head. By the way, I really do want to talk about his passing because we didn't.
We can talk about that at the end of the show.
Oh, yeah, we will. Okay, then. And by the way, we are told that next week, low-key, Tigre Uno Grado will face off for the title. For the green title.
In a match I don't think I could care. I hope low-key wins because I don't think I care about the other two.
All I'll say is anyone but Grado.
Why is Rockstar Spud not in this?
Because he gave it up for the freaking, to be in the opener of Destination X.
Whoops, that was good decision making.
Yeah, be in the current jerker spot. Yeah. That's TNA stupidity. But Bobby Roode comes out. Actually, the Wolves came out first, called him out. Then Bobby Roode comes out and says, Aries had I don't think you watched last week. And I was like, I didn't. And Aries had about
neither did the Wolves.
Candidate with Angle last week, and he isn't clear to wrestle.
Well,
So 30 Heels are like, well, we can wrestle whenever we want, so we challenge you to a singles match against one of us. Rude's like, no, and he's like, wait. I'll agree to it if it's on my terms. Winner of this match picks this stipulation for the fourth match in the best of 5. They agree. Davey originally wants it, but Eddie's like, no. He low-blowed me and hit me with the chair. I'm taking this one.
And they have a pretty good match here.
Yeah, they did.
Could have been longer. It was probably the best match on this show.
Oh, what? That ain't saying anything. But Aries actually shows up.
Oh my God, he's
backfires as Edwards gets the win. So next week it's going to be Full Metal Mayhem,
and I can't wait for that.
Then a video of Bobby Lashley airs.
Because if you want to keep your audience, you air a video of Lashley.
Then we get Jeremy Borash looking for Bram's next opponent, and here comes freaking Joseph Park.
Because why not?
He lost his teeth, his legal business, his spot on TNA roster. I invested my money in Tout, which was a bad idea.
He lost his spot on the TNA roster?
I don't know, but...
Ugh. You're obsessed, you moron. What's wrong with you?
I'm on Hard Times. Hey, Hard Times Joseph Park. That sounds like a great idea.
Nope.
I wanted to give him the middle finger, but I didn't remember that this segment was taped before.
Dusty.
Yeah, the normally backstage segments are not taped, are actually taped during the show, but this one actually was taped before.
Right.
So yeah, just a bad spot of bad luck there.
Yeah.
So he also mentioned he lost some money investing in Tout.
I'm sure a lot of people anybody who invested in that probably lost money.
Yeah, like WWE.
They're good at losing money nowadays.
Well, that was a WWE rib. Joseph then said he heard about Bram saying last week that he was going to challenge people that were former roster members, and he says, "This is my shot to get back in the ring."
You're a bitch, you idiot.
Yeah. Yeah, we basically had that storyline that you're freaking Abyss. If you didn't remember.
That's why you left.
Yeah. You're Abyss. So anyways, Drew Galloway cuts a short promo about the importance of showing your impact.
Next.
So, we got Bram versus Joseph Park.
In a no DQ match, because apparently all Bram's matches where he calls out these guys is no DQ.
Even though nobody freaking explained this, somewhere they were like, well, it's no DQ, and I'm like, when?
Well, when Bram got all the weapons and the referee didn't call for the
I know, and they're like, well, it's no DQ, and I'm like, you probably could have told us this before.
All of Bram's matches when he calls out these guys are going to be no DQ. Well, thanks for explaining that.
Yeah, thanks for explaining that now.
Numbnuts.
So anyway, Taryn Terrell cuts a promo. She announces that in what looks like her daddy's, her little girl's bedroom from her parents' house.
Oh, it's the Samuel Shaw bedroom setup.
So anyway, she announces that Kong and Brooke will go up against Marty and Jade in a double or nothing match. If they win, they get title shots. If they lose, neither of them will ever get a shot at her again.
It didn't work
why
that
would
way.
you do this? Why would you do this, Taryn?
Because she doesn't want to defend the title ever.
I'm just saying, I understand that, but you're putting them against Marty and Jade. You're not putting them against two powerhouses.
Yeah, and you're not even in the frickin' match.
No. I'm like, put yourself in the damn match, you dummy.
Take Marty out because she's terrible anyway, and you have you and Mia in the match. You and Jade in the match.
How about having a match where you can use weapons but they can't?
Yes, that's stipulation.
Yeah. or you don't get disqualified, but they can. And if they get disqualified, they lose.
Yep.
So,
These two,
how about that? But no, regular match. Awesome Kong could beat both Marty and Jade by herself.
doesn't need Brooke, but Brooke's in there anyway.
Yeah, think about Brooke in there. It's going to be a double whammy. So, anyway, we get, before the match, a promo for the Knockouts division, as they always do for these matches. Have that little segment. And this basically was a match.
Yes, we understand that it was a match.
Awesome Kong won, of course.
Well, actually, Brooke got the fall after doing the big elbow off of the shoulders of Kong.
So,
Moving on.
This was just not that good. This was okay. It was pointless. So, anyways, Josh is going insane here for the EC3 having to face, and Pope, who's now actually the color commentator, I guess permanently now, which is I'm fine with. He's telling him to calm down. Calm down,
Josh.
Calm down, Josh. Don't you know that you got to remember? And he's reminding Josh, and he's like, oh yeah, at least EC3 gets to choose Angle's opponent next week. I guess that's it. He's like, yeah, calm down, man. Don't worry. So anyways, Taryn will have to face against both of them, and then we get a recap video of the Eric Young. Well, actually, first, I think we get some stupid, The Wicket Playtime is Over video, or was that later?
I didn't see it, but I know people are saying that's Havoc.
Well, if it's Havoc, just don't put her with black people. Because apparently her Twitter has been very bad.
That's why she won't be in WWE anytime soon.
Oh, no. Yeah. Just don't put her with Awesome Kong. I think Awesome Kong might kill her.
Ironically, I think they probably would put her with Kong, and Gail Taylor probably...
And Kong will probably murder her for real for that shit.
Yes, because TNA has no sense of intelligence, but they'd put her there to have her destroy the dollhouse.
Yeah.
Next.
Anyway, we get a recap video of Eric Young versus Chris Melendez, and he's coming out
6 weeks ago.
Yeah, and like I told Kev,
I employed.
Watched Tough Enough, and there's this guy Mike Hayes who is war veteran, just like Melendez. Also lost his damn leg, has a prosthetic, and is a better wrestler. A former OVW champion, by the way. So,
again, we say this every time we see Melendez. We respect him for what he did, but why is he here still?
Yeah, I mean, seriously. And there are better people with... In fact, like I said, Mike Hayes has more freaking heart than Melendez does. He actually can cut a fucking promo. I'm sorry. What? Was he not Sergeant? What, was he not Sergeant? Was that
he was first lieutenant.
No, but seriously. So, Melendez is like, Eric Young, when you rip my leg, you disrespect the flag, the uniform, the country by doing that.
Disrespected you. He didn't disrespect the country or the flag, you idiots.
No. Yeah.
You're taking this... Well, I mean, he disrespected you, but, you know...
Thanks, by the way, Bully Rain Devon, because he was from Team 3D Academy, which explains everything.
Yeah.
Because there has not been, I'm sorry, Team 3D, but there has not been one person who's graduated from your school that has done anything.
Yeah. Them and Booker T, the worst trainers in wrestling.
Well, I think even Booker T got one, maybe. I don't know, but...
Oh, wasn't Rosie Waddle from Team 3D school?
Yes.
And we saw what happened with her.
Yes.
She broke Daphne.
Terry was from Team 3D school.
Ugh. Oh, God.
Jesse Neal was from Team 3D school.
Ugh.
So, yeah. Not a
good success rate, guys. Sorry.
No.
Devon, you can be a reverend somewhere, buddy.
Yeah. So, anyways, he vows to crush Eric Young. So EY comes out.
Melendez crush.
So, anyways, he's like, "You're right. You are a war hero. You defended your type. You defended this country. You are."
But I don't care.
Yeah, and I'm like, Sarah, and I'm like looking at this, and in my mind, I am looking at this, and I'm like, Melendez. You know who else is a war hero? Probably didn't lose his leg, but is a war hero for his country, and just recently passed away the same time as Dusty Rhodes, but didn't have to use his general. Yeah, Christopher Lee was also a war hero. He didn't have to use his war hero to get his acting gig. He got that from talent.
In other words, and we basically have a match between Eric Young and Chris Melendez next week.
Yeah, so anyways, he's like, "Yeah, I'm the ring general. I'm up here. You're down there." And I'm like,
yeah.
He's right. He's right.
And even Melendez is like, yeah, you might be right about that.
But I want to kick your ass, so we're fighting next week.
Eric Young and this fool.
I'm just like, Melendez, I'm sorry. I would protect Melendez at this point. He should not be in the ring with this guy.
A guy whose character is that he's a freaking insane.
Yeah, he should not be in the ring. Well, no, he shouldn't be in the ring with. He
shouldn't be in the ring with anybody.
He shouldn't be in the ring with the world champion. If he went to New Japan, I'd be fine with that because there's been a lot of times where the Young Bucks are in there with former world champions and are made to lose. But no, I think Melendez is going to be made to win here, and
no,
he can't. He's not ready. No, he should be facing Jobber Smith or something.
Next is Jesse Goddard and DJZ
in a very short match. A squash. Yes.
Just to get over Goddard and set up Jesse Goddard and Robbie E at Slam.
With his Adonis crab. Because he's now the modern day Adonis. The modern day psychotic masterpiece. He's a mixture of Chris Masters and a psycho. That's basically his gimmick. So anyways, he continues to brutalize DJZ. Says, I'm the reason the bromance ever succeeded.
I scored the fall to win the titles.
Yeah. Because Robbie was busy with the Amazing Race, and you were performing at dive bars. So he
can he prove that? The dive bars are...
DJZ, yeah, he's TNA had some they had some pre-pay-per-view shows where he was always there with I think him and Rockstar Spud were always there.
Oh yeah,
those pre-pay-per-view parties, yeah.
Fist pumping parties, yeah.
Yeah. They made fun of his horn.
Burr, 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 burr.
Yeah, he puts his hand on DJZ's throat, picks him up, but Robbie E storms in the ring to make the save.
The most unlikable babyface. Why is TNA so bad at making babyfaces likable?
I know. I'm just like, oh God, Robbie E's a babyface. Oh, why?
Robbie E's a babyface. Mr. Anderson's a babyface. Chris Melendez is a babyface.
Well, Melendez, I understand, is a babyface, but
doesn't make him likable.
No, it's just he's not ready. He's not ready for the spot he's been given. That's the problem with Melendez. It's not that he's a baby face.
And we have a parade of segments coming up.
We get a recap video of Mickie James' angle,
which was
basically to write her off.
Yeah. By the way, she's fine, folks.
Yeah, by the way, she is fine, but just mentally scarred. And I would like to say that was the worst of this angle.
Nope. This angle took a downturn real quick. It started off so well, and now...
Yeah. I thought Mickie James getting attempted murder was the worst part of this.
Now you're turning James Storm into Snitsky.
I was wrong. Magnus gets on the mic and demands to see Storm. He's not going to leave until he comes out.
I'm going to hold up your bloody show until you send me James
Dixie,
Storm.
Bob Ryder, John Gabarick, you won't get Impact back until I get my hands on Storm. So security comes out.
Yes, because they're going to do anything.
And then he's like, dude, I don't want to beat you guys. And he's like, so get out of the ring, please. So here comes James Storm. You're like, Magnus, you're the real bad guy here. I played you like a fool. I made you look terrible.
He's right.
And he did. It's like, you hired a camera crew to follow Mickey around. So what do you think happened when the camera crew didn't see? He's being a bastard. So
you're a bastard, James Storm.
So Magnus is getting out of the ring, but security's stopping him, and then Storm brings out a carriage.
Ugh.
And he's like, he calls Mickey and Magnus, sorry excuses for people. And he's like, this your baby here is insurance policy. So basically, he is just threatening to hurt a baby.
And then we find out it's a doll.
No, that's not the worst part. That happens at the end, but security is
holding back Magnus
from going after Bram. Even though Bram is basically Magnus for going after James Storm. So they're stopping him because
why not?
Why not? Why not stop the guy who's a father from saving his own son from a psychopathic man who's threatened to infanticide him?
Yep. That's logic for you.
While they're holding him back, James Storm kicks the carriage. And so you've made your security look like the biggest bunch of embarrassments in my entire life because you're stopping a man from saving his own family. But sure, it was a doll, but Magnus nor security knew that. So they're stopping the guy who's trying to save his own son from a murder.
Yep.
TNA logic, people. TNA fucking logic.
You turn an angle that started off good into this.
No. Yeah, you did. You've basically screwed the pooch. This is, I think another segment was the AJ Styles Dixie Carter angle.
Claire Lynch.
That devolved. It was actually good because we had this whole situation where is AJ sleeping with Dixie because there could be some issues there. And then they're like, no, it's not going to. So then we get Claire Lynch, and then it all goes downhill from there. This is the same situation. We get this great Magnus, James Storm, Mickey James in thing, and then James Storm attempts to murder her. The commentators don't really talk about it at all until next week. And then, even then, they call it borderline criminal, even though it is freaking criminal.
Ain't no borderline about it.
Yeah, attempted murder's criminal, buddy. It's a felony. So, just assault or an attempted murder. Seriously. What the hell?
Mm-hmm.
So, just, oh, God. I absolutely wanted to... And then the main of EC3 video promoting EC3. So then the main event happens.
I thought we had another segment in there somewhere.
Well, apparently we didn't.
That was weird.
Hold on, let me look at my other stuff. I'm just looking at some of somebody's results. So, no, that's it. Main event.
And it's this train wreck of a main event.
I would just like to. Josh said that Earl Hebner hasn't called for a DQ in 2015, so you can do whatever you want with him.
That would show you that he's not a good referee anymore.
Yes, that is. And also, this match went downhill real fucking fast.
Yep.
Because Tyrus grabs a steel chair, is really slowly putting it on the turnbuckle in front of the referee's face, mind you, and he's doing nothing. So then we get a point where Lashley can see this chair there.
The referee can see it there.
So, and basically, he knows it's there. He knows that if EC3 moves out of the way, he's hitting the fucking chair if he hits a spear. But no! He goes for the spear, hits the freaking chair. There should be a DQ there. No, 2 count.
And then here comes Tyrus, who beats up every referee in the company.
Then we get Earl Hebner getting knocked out. Not by Tyrus, but during the heel situation, but during this pin situation. So then we get another referee coming out for another 2 count.
Brian Hebner. Tyrus takes him out blatantly. And then
we get a third referee to come out.
After Tyrus
does the same damn thing. And I'm like, no DQ. So EC3 hits Lashley with a chair and hits the 1%er. And Earl Hebner, because he never saw any of this, counts the pin. Oh my God.
Terrible.
F. This is an F show.
Yes.
Oh my God. This was the worst Impact I have seen in a long time. I hate to say that. I think the last one I saw that was this bad was the one where AJ Styles' last show.
Oh yeah. Where it took 17 people to help run out of the company.
Yes. Oh my God. And taking out Joe. Thank God Samoa Joe left this company.
Thank God most of their good people left this company.
Thank God. One's gone. Oh my God. Jesus freaking Christ here on a pole. This.
Wouldn't he be on a cross? Oh,
okay,
God.
Jesus Christ on a cross. All right,
That's
fine.
Terrible.
Yes. God damn, this was bad. I'm tempted to grab the biggest book I can find, hardcover, of course, the hardest cover, find whoever wrote this entire show, and bash them over the brains with the book.
Never again!
And I'm like, this is how you book! This is a book! Read a book! Read a book, just dissect a book, and know how to tell a story. Know how to tell a story. Stop making me look like a damn idiot. Oh, it's actually stop making yourselves look like damn idiots. Stop making your people look like damn idiots. And just stop at everything. You know, I'm at the point where I would not want to watch people lose their job, but I'm okay with it now if this is it.
Well, especially because I think WWE would at least pick up like EC3 again and Bram and
they're going to pick up some of the people and some.
I'm sure some of the people would go back to like go do indie work.
Some of them are going to go to ROH. Some of them are going to get paid better in Japan. See AJ Styles.
Yep.
Some of them are going to get paid better in AAA and Lucha Underground. That still survives. They're going to get paid better. Jesus Christ. And by the way, TNA's late on the payments again.
We need to hire Barry Darsow to come repossess them.
I know, seriously. Apparently they've been late on paying people fucking again.
Is Paul Heyman secretly working for them?
No. Because even, at least Paul Heyman could book a better show. Paul Heyman, yeah, he would be late on paying people, but the show would be entertaining still.
You wouldn't have James. You wouldn't have somebody trying to kill a baby. Anyway.
By the way, best news. GFW. They had Don West on.
Oh my God. Jeff
He was selling product. He was perfect.
Oh my God, Jeff Jarrett! I'm so glad to be back here at GFW.
Well, he was doing cameo for some selling job, even though because he still works for that hockey team as the director of merchandising and stuff. So just, oh my God, this is bad. Oh Lord. I'm stunned here. And
we go from bad to worse.
Worse.
Yeah.
Oh, dear God. I mean, last week I protested the show. Kev tried to get Rob the Many. He couldn't last 30 minutes before he quit. Apparently, that's what he told me. So, this show is just... Oh. And next week, we're going to get a live show and then taping. So, we're going to know who wins the title. And I don't think it's going to be EC3, sadly. Because it's so close to the 4th of July, I could see Destination X telling them to keep the belt on Kurt.
Destination America.
Yeah, this has been just an absolute atrocity of a marriage.
The TNA, the battered wife syndrome, has battered wife syndrome.
I know. I can't wait for them to get off the air. I just...
We just couldn't wait for them to die.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is just an utter miserable experience.
Failure.
To watch this week's show. And so let's talk about something a little more positive, kind of. It is we're going to talk about our memories of Dusty Rhodes because he did work in TNA.
Yep, and he also worked in WWE and WCW and all that
of
stuff.
Course. So, but yeah, he worked in TNA, so that's why we're going to bring him up here. And it really does suck that he died.
That was a shocking one because,
yes.
I mean, yeah, you could see that he didn't really look good the last couple of times he's been on TV.
And Christopher Lee, who died was 98 years old. Dusty was 69.
Yeah.
Younger than both my grandparents, even though one of them's passed.
And I know a lot of people that I've read on the internet say that Cody should drop the Stardust gimmick and just be Cody Rhodes again.
And he did a great, he also posted the eulogy, which I've read and is absolutely fantastic.
My only memory of Dusty and TNA, unfortunately, is the whole thing with Trinity and Tracy and the Harris brothers and all those people that were.
I remember that he is also responsible for the first time Russo left TNA.
The director of authority, Daddy.
Yeah, he's also responsible for Lockdown.
Which wasn't a bad idea at the time.
No. Absolutely was a good idea. At the time.
It became a bad idea when they started doing all the other ridiculous stipulations, like when they had James Storm with Chris Harris in a blindfold match, and when they had the electrified cage.
I'll be honest, even the first Lockdown had its stupid thing, because we had an arm wrestling match in a cage.
No, that was the second one.
No, that was the first one between Bullet Bob Armstrong and Conan. That was the first one.
That was the second one. The first one was AJ and Abyss in the cage.
That was the same show.
No, it wasn't. The first one was in 05.
Let me look this up. Because I think we're going to have two different opinions here, so...
Because the second one had AJ and Jarrett in Lethal Lockdown.
Let me look at this. Lockdown. This was the first Lockdown. 2005 was the first Lockdown.
Yep.
So It was also the Chris Candido died on the 2 days afterwards. So let's look at the card here.
Siaki doesn't get booked anywhere.
Actually, you are right.
Yeah.
That was the second show. My bad.
Yeah.
I really thought there was something stupid in the first show, but apparently there wasn't.
No, the first one was AJ and Abyss, and was like
AJ for the number one contendership, actually.
Yeah.
And Team Nash versus Team Jarrett.
Yeah, that was Kevin Nash and 3 Live Crew against Jarrett. And
no, actually, it was Team Nash was it was BG James, that DDP, and Sean Waltman.
Against
and
Jarrett,
Team
Monty,
Jarrett,
Kip,
Brown, and Kip. Yeah, Brown and Kip. Yeah, or the Outlaw at the time, as he was called.
Cute Kip.
Before WWE said, no, you can't call him the Outlaw.
But why not?
Because he's, New Age Outlaws, Jesus. You dumb people. We have that trademarked. And It's like
you can't use 2007's where lockdown started to go downhill when they had all the electrified cage and storm.
Oh God, yeah.
That electrified cage match is terrible.
Okay, we had Dustin Rhodes versus Bobby Roode with A1 and Coach D'Amore in a Prince of Darkness match.
Blindfold. We had Raven against, was it Jeff Hardy?
No, I guess it was Prince of Darkness match. Apparently, is a 2 out of 3 falls match. Apparently.
That sounds like it would be a better title for a flicking blindfold match.
I know, but it's apparently a 2 out of 3 falls because there were 3 falls in the
cage match between Raven and Jeff Hardy. I'm pretty sure they had a match the month before.
Yeah, they had Shocker for defeating Sabin, Michael Shane, and Dutt. You had AMW. Anyway, we're going off topic. This was about Dusty Rhodes.
Yeah.
Dusty really knew how to cut a promo.
Yes.
Hard
times, baby.
Hard times, indeed.
He's a walk behind her, and the view never changes, baby. I say the view never changes.
Yeah, the promo where he teams with his son against...
I have that on my Facebook.
Stud Stable.
That's one of my memories of Dusty as a wrestler, because I remember him more as a commentator in WCW in like 95.
Yeah, or as the booker. He was also the polka dots, and he made it work. Let's be honest.
The American dream, baby. I'm thankful for my polka dots.
Okay, I was never a fan of Dusty Rhodes, but I could always appreciate his promos, and I've seen some of his matches. They were really good. I gave my what is it? Something about innocence, and she paid me back in scorn. Yeah. It's like, it gave me so sweet. This big boy, so sweet, baby.
Axel, have you seen Sapphire, baby?
Yes,
Sapphire. We're all looking for her now.
Sweet Sapphire. Oh, God.
No, but we're all looking for her, Dust. Just go that way.
And the sad thing is now that if you look at the, there was a match between Macho Man Randy Savage at WrestleMania 6, Sensational Sherry, Dusty Rhodes, Sweet Sapphire,
all dead.
Miss Elizabeth on the outside. They're all dead, sadly.
Entertaining.
The only people who are still alive is the commentators.
That's entertaining.
Yeah, and I think one of the commentators was Gorilla Monsoon is even dead. So, just it's. Did
he say 250 pounds? I believe 350, maybe 450.
So it's just not a good day for wrestling in general, and even he still helped people. He still could tell people.
Yeah, NXT.
Yeah, he was telling people how to cut promos, even though they were freaking scripted when they got to the main roster, which defeats the fucking point. But because Dusty would probably tell you, just talk from your heart. Don't
common man, baby.
Yeah, you got to talk from your heart. Dusty
fair is reserved for you and I.
Yeah, Dusty was not given a script. If you've listened to any of those promos, there is no script,
and that's why they're good.
Yes, there is no script. He was just given bullet points, and he could go on.
Guys from that era, him, Blair, frickin' who else was like just guys from that era were better at doing promos.
WWF, even Hogan, Macho Man.
As much as people can rip on like Hogan and Warrior for being terrible at doing it, Jake Roberts.
Warrior was all. Let's be honest, Warrior. It made no sense, but Warrior had passion behind those promos. I'll be honest.
And if you listen to him enough, you'll eventually understand them.
Yes, but you know what? Warrior had passion. As a kid, you couldn't hate the Warrior.
Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake had just the psychology of everything. He could.
But we're going off topic again.
Oh God, yeah, we are. Just the whole point of promos and all of this, and
yes, what most will probably remember Dusty for if you didn't get to see a lot of his matches.
Yeah. So, rest in peace, Dusty. If you will.
Now the stratosphere is literally reserved for him.
Yep. And he's going to be whining and dining with king and queens. And living off pork and beans.
Yes. Streets are paved with gold where you're at, Dusty.
Yep. No more hard times for you.
In any event,
that is all for the show. Do you have anything to sell?
I was talking to someone earlier, and we're trying to put together as long as both of us can see it, a show on Sunday night for Ring of Honor's Best in the World to recap that. Because that is tonight.
Yeah, that is tonight.
And
so I'll probably watch My Friend tomorrow, maybe.
I don't have cable, so I'm going to have to rely on a torrent or maybe trying to find it on YouTube, hopefully.
Yeah.
And I don't think I have anything else to sell, so I think we can pretty much get out of here.
Well, I actually have something to sell.
All right.
Next week's going to be the induction of Child's Play 3.
That's a good movie.
So I'm going to do my usual thing because I have the. No, Child's Play 3 was actually pretty bad, but it's pretty funny.
The first Child's Play is the one that's actually good.
Yeah, the first two Child's Play are good. Child's Play 3 is Chucky at boot camp.
Oh, God.
If you remember that one.
I've seen the first two. I don't know if I've ever seen the two. Did he have a movie with Rick Steiner, or is that just a promo?
That was a promo.
Did they ever actually pay off on him giving Scott Steiner an acting job?
No. It was just a...
That would have been great. I would have gone to see that movie.
It was just to promote some movie.
Yes,
with
Bride of Chucky.
Bride of Chucky, and it was absolutely just terrible. Yeah, Chucky making Scott Steiner look like... And whoever he means he know can look like idiots.
Well, I mean, it doesn't take much to make Rick Steiner look like an idiot. But.
I know, but seriously, it's the guy who's acting. I forget his name. God damn, he's a good actor.
Yep.
I mean, I know I have his name. I'm sure I'm gonna look it up right now. But God damn, he's awesome. Brad Dourif.
Okay.
Could be this terrifying figure, and he's awesome. So, yeah, anyway, why am I talking too much? I gotta get to the, nominees, the next nominees. The next 10 nominees for the July poll. So, let's get, hold on, hold on. I didn't write them down anywhere, so I gotta just go somewhere and get them, because I do remember where they are. I have them previewed, so ready to be posted, but they're not posted yet. God. Yes, this is me being really stupid with my stuff. Come on. All right. Preview it. Let's see. What I have 10 movies. Congo. You might remember that from 1995.
Yep.
The Grudge 2. The Lost Boys, The Tribe. Yeah, they made a sequel to The Lost Boys 21 years after the original movie. And it's terrible. Final Days of Planet Earth. Which it was originally a mini-series, but because it's a mini-series only because it's 170 minutes long.
Right.
And it's starring Daryl Hannah, who's just remembering that 2 years prior she was in the Kill Bill's movie. You got the Pulse remake, another based on Japanese film. Got Son of Godzilla. Hello, Mary Lou, Prom Night 2.
Yep.
Screamers, The Hunting. Yes, they made a sequel to Screamers 14 years after the original. Battleship. And finally, a film that I'm sure a lot of you have heard of. Not many of you have seen, but a lot of people have heard of by bad word of mouth. Of it being hilariously bad. Birdemic.
Never heard of it.
Oh, dear God. So, yeah, that's going to be the 10 next nominees. So, with that out of the way, I've taken Miley for a walk. So,
we'll talk to y'all next week.
See you then.
Yep.